Hi everybody, this is your Malesh. I am your online tutor. Today I am going to explain English grammar in that if conditional clause. See, before learning if conditional clause, why should we learn if conditional clause and way to apply in our daily conversation? That is very very important. See, whenever if you want to make a condition and cause make a condition and consequence, then you have to use this if conditional clause. See, these if conditional clauses are four types. The first one is type 0, uh, and the second one is type 2, type 1, third one is type 2, and the fourth one is type 3. So let us discuss the first one, type 0. So every type every type has its structure. Let us discuss the first one structure, if plus simple present, and the result also simple present. See, when we say if according to the structure we have to mention if, and later before next we have to write the cause, and it is making cause means we are making the condition. If you heat the ice, it melts. It melts. It is this result also in the simple present. See, in type 0, before the reason, while we are making the condition, we have to use simple present tense, and the consequence also will be in the simple present tense. For example, when you want to say universal truths and science facts, uh, see here, this is a condition. We are making condition, and this is the result. See, before the condition we are using if. So after the condition, by mentioning comma, we are writing the result. See, remember this point. See, if you want to write you may change this class here, and this class you can write before the if class. And let us discuss another example. Second example, if you work hard, if you work hard, you get success. You get success. See here, what am I doing? This is also, what is this? This is in simple present tense. This is in simple present tense, this condition class, and the result also in the simple present tense. Okay, so condition means if you heat the ice, it melts. నువ్వు ఐస్ని హీట్ చేస్తే అది కరుగుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. ఇఫ్ యూ వర్క్ హార్డ్ యూ గెట్ సక్సెస్. నువ్వు హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేస్తే నువ్వు సక్సెస్ను పొందుతావు. సో హియర్ in type 0, the main difference, the thing you should remember only, the both classes should be in the simple present tense. Conditional class and the result both should be in uh, simple present tense. Let's go with type 1. In type 1, in type 1, uh, if conditional clause is simple present tense, and the consequence is in simple future tense. The main difference between type 0 and type 1 is in type 1 we use will or can, or may also can be used. but in type 0 both clauses are used in simple present tense. See, one thing you have to remember, this if clause can be written here in the second place, and the consequence can be written in the beginning. Okay, no? Conditional clause can be written uh, in the second step. Okay, and the consequence also can be written in the beginning. The main thing is when you use if clause later, you have no need of keeping comma. And if you use if clause in the beginning, conditional clause, you have to mention comma and the consequence. See, but the thing is, if is used before the condition. Always remember this point. If is always used before the condition. If you run, you will not miss the bus if you run fast. If you run fast is the conditional clause. So for conditions we have to use if. You can write in the beginning or the end of the sentence, second clause. Okay, this is what type 1 conditional clause, and it happens possibility. It happens possibility. Okay, so next we'll go with uh, type type 2 conditional clause. In type 2, uh, the structure is if plus simple past plus subject plus would plus v1. See, here the speaker is not talking the present situation and reality situation. He is he is imagining the future happening, but there is no possibility of future happening. See, for example, if I were a bird, I would fly. See, if I were a bird is not the reality situation. It is an imagination, and it, it would I would fly means just it is also future happening but not occurs. See, this is what type 2 conditional clause. In type 2, speaker does not talk about the real situation, reality. Only he imagines the future happening. So let's go with another example. If I were if I were the principal, I would take the students to the field trip. See, here what he is imagining. See, another example, and one more example. If I am a rich person, I would. If I were the rich person, I would help the poor people. Another example. If I were a rich man, I would. I would help. I would help the poor people. See, this is another example. See, here also the speaker is not rich man, but he is imagining, and he is imagining, and he wanted to help the poor people. But it didn't occur. It doesn't occur because the speaker is not the rich man. Got it? So this is what if clause. So ఒక ఇక్కడ బర్డ్ నేనే బర్డ్ను అయితే నేను ఎగిరేవాడిని ఎగిరేదానిని. ఇఫ్ ఐ వర్ రిచ్ మ్యాన్ ఐ వుడ్ హెల్ప్ ద పూర్ పీపుల్. నేనే రిచ్ మ్యాన్ అయినుంటే పూర్ పీపుల్కి, పేద ప్రజలకి హెల్ప్ చేసేవాడిని. సో This is what the use of type 2 if conditional clause. So I hope you all are understanding very well. So let us go with another type of conditional clause that is nothing but type 3. Type 3 conditional clause. Okay. In type 3, here the structure if place past perfect place subject place would have place v3. Here instead of would you can use could have or might have also you can use, and v3 means verb 3. The past participle we have to use. Here the past perfect tense. This is the structure of a type 3 conditional clause. See example, if I had attended the function, I would have met my old friends. Got it? See, if I had attended the function, it is the past perfect tense. And the consequence is I would have met my old friends. See, means it was not happened. Just he was imagining. He is imagining. The speaker is imagining the situation. Okay, he didn't attended so that he didn't meet his friends. Okay, na? It is the past happening. In type 3 we discuss the past happening. In the past that might have happened in the past, but not happened. Okay, got it? The speaker is talking about the situation that the past happening, but it didn't happen. And when we go to the next example, if you had come to school early, the teacher would not have punished you. See, see what happened actually in the past, he didn't come to school early, the teacher punished him. Okay, huh? So that's why here what happened. So the thing is only the past happening. It might have happened in the past happening. Okay. So here if అతను ఫంక్షన్ నేను ఫంక్షన్కి అటెండ్ అయిన ఉంటే నేను నా పూర్వ స్నేహితులను కలిసేవాడిని అంటే కలవలేదు. ఇట్ వాస్ నాట్ హ్యాపెన్. ఓకేనా, జస్ట్ ఇట్ వాజ్ imagination only. Okay, na? Not became possibility. It is not the possibility. Okay, and if you had come to school early, the teacher would not have punished you. The meaning of this sentence is నీవు క్లాస్కి ముందే వచ్చినుంటే టీచర్ నీకు పనిష్మెంట్ ఇచ్చేది కాదు. అంటే పనిష్మెంట్ ఇచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ జరిగిన కాన్సిక్వెన్స్కి ఆపోజిట్గా జరిగింది అని అర్థం. ఓకేనా? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ type 3 conditional clause. I hope you all are understanding the difference between type 2 and type 3. Okay, so here what is happening in type 2, the speaker is talking about the future happening, but it is not the possibility. There is no possibility of future happening. But in type 3, it is the past happening that might have done in the past, but it didn't happen. Okay, so this is what the main difference between type 2 and type 3. So I hope you understood type 0 and type 2, type 3 and type 4. Okay, let us remember. I will write a table so that you can easily remember the structure. Okay, so when you discuss the structures of each type, you have to remember this structure. Type 0 if place simple present and the consequence also simple present. In type 1, the conditional clause The conditional clause in the simple present, and the consequence is the simple future. So in type 2, so the conditional clause, if conditional clause is a simple past, and the consequence is subject plus would plus verb 1. So you can use could or might also, depending on the situation. See, in type 3, the conditional, if conditional clause is a past perfect tense, and the consequence is subject plus would have plus verb 3 past participle. So these are the main four types of if conditional clauses are useful in our daily conversation. So learn these if conditional clause and you speak in your daily life and enjoy the English language. Thank you.